Charles Barkley and Tiger Woods once shared a close and highly visible friendship that spanned more than a decade, rooted in mutual respect, competitive drive, and a shared love for golf. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, the two icons were nearly inseparable within sporting circles. Barkley, already a global basketball superstar, often turned to Woods for guidance on improving his golf game, while Woods, at the peak of his dominance, welcomed Barkley into his inner circle. Their bond extended beyond casual interaction. They reportedly spoke frequently, sometimes weekly, forming a relationship that blended mentorship, camaraderie, and genuine friendship. However, like many relationships shaped by fame and pressure, theirs did not last unchanged. Over time, circumstances, particularly those surrounding Woods' highly publicized personal struggles, created distance between them. For years, Barkley remained largely silent about the breakdown of their relationship, choosing not to publicly revisit what had once been a meaningful connection. That silence, however, made his recent comments all the more powerful. Now, in 2026, Woods has once again found himself at the center of public attention following a DUI-related arrest in Florida on March 27. The incident has reignited conversations about his personal challenges, including ongoing health issues and concerns surrounding prescription medication use. Against this backdrop, Barkley has stepped forward with a message that is both deeply personal and strikingly compassionate. Speaking on ESPN Chicago's Waddle and Sylvie, Barkley addressed the situation with honesty and empathy rather than criticism. He revealed that, despite years of estrangement, he had reached out indirectly to Woods through his agent. His message was simple yet heartfelt. He wanted Woods to know that he still cared about him, respected him, and wished him well during what appears to be another difficult chapter. Barkley openly acknowledged that he believes Woods is dealing with a serious issue, describing it as a drug problem. Yet instead of framing this as a point of judgment, he approached it with understanding. His perspective is shaped by personal experience. Barkley has lost a brother to addiction, tragedy that has deeply influenced how he views others facing similar struggles. For him, addiction is not a moral failing to be ridiculed but a painful reality that demands compassion. This empathy stands in stark contrast to the tone often seen in public discourse surrounding high-profile figures. Woods, as one of the most recognizable athletes in the world, has long been subjected to intense scrutiny. Every misstep, whether personal or professional, tends to be magnified and dissected in the media. Barkley addressed this directly, pointing out the double standard that comes with fame. While ordinary individuals might receive understanding and support, celebrities are often met with mockery and harsh criticism. In Barkley's view, this reaction is not only unfair but also deeply hypocritical. He noted that many people who make jokes or share memes about public figures struggling with addiction would likely respond very differently if the same issue affected someone in their own family. This observation underscores a broader societal issue, the tendency to dehumanize celebrities and forget that they, too, face real challenges and vulnerabilities. Despite the years of silence between them, Barkley's words make it clear that his respect for Woods has never faded. He reiterated a belief he has held for years, that Woods is the greatest golfer to ever play the game. This acknowledgement is significant, as it separates Woods' legacy as an athlete from his personal struggles. For Barkley, the two are not mutually exclusive. One can recognize greatness while still acknowledging human imperfection. The origins of their estrangement date back to the late 2000s, particularly following Woods' 2009 scandal. That period marked a turning point in Woods' personal and professional life. In the aftermath, Woods made the decision to distance himself from many people in his inner circle, including Barkley. The move reportedly left Barkley feeling hurt and confused. At the time, there was widespread speculation that Woods was attempting to reshape his public image by cutting ties with individuals perceived as negative influences, including high-profile friends like Barkley and Michael Jordan. Barkley never accepted that narrative. He has consistently maintained that he was a loyal friend who stood by Woods during difficult times. For him, the issue was not the mistakes Woods made but how he handled the aftermath, specifically, the lack of communication. Barkley has said in the past that he would have appreciated a simple phone call, an acknowledgement that their friendship mattered even if circumstances required distance. That sense of disappointment lingered for years, contributing to the prolonged silence between the two men. Yet, as Barkley's recent comments show, time has softened the edges of that hurt. Rather than holding on to resentment, he has chosen to focus on empathy and support. Barkley's approach reflects a broader philosophy he has often expressed, that true friendship does not disappear when someone makes mistakes. He emphasized that he does not turn his back on friends during their lowest moments. Instead, he believes in offering support, understanding that everyone is capable of making poor decisions. This perspective is rooted not only in his personal experiences but also in his observations of other high-profile athletes navigating public scrutiny. Throughout his career, Barkley has witnessed firsthand the pressures that come with fame. He has seen how figures like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson have dealt with intense media attention and personal challenges. These experiences have given him a unique understanding of the complexities faced by elite athletes, making his voice particularly credible in discussions like this. Woods' current situation is especially complex. In addition to the recent legal issues, he has been dealing with a series of physical setbacks. Since 2014, he has undergone multiple back surgeries, each one impacting his ability to compete at the highest level. The 2021 car accident further compounded these challenges, resulting in severe injuries that required extensive recovery. These physical struggles have inevitably affected his career, leading to missed tournaments, including recent editions of the Masters. Against this backdrop, concerns about prescription medication use have added another layer of difficulty. For an athlete who built his legacy on precision, discipline, and mental toughness, these challenges represent a significant departure from the image that once defined him. Yet Barkley's message suggests that, regardless of these changes, Woods remains deserving of respect and compassion. What makes Barkley's statement particularly impactful is its tone. It is neither defensive nor critical, instead, it strikes a balance between honesty and kindness. He does not ignore the seriousness of Woods' situation, but he also refuses to reduce him to his struggles. This nuanced approach is rare in an era where public figures are often judged in extremes, either harshly criticized or blindly defended. Barkley's decision to speak out now, after years of silence, also signals a willingness to move forward. While he acknowledges that Woods distanced himself from their friendship, he does not use that as a reason to withhold support. Instead, he extends what can be seen as an olive branch, a gesture that prioritizes compassion over pride. This act of reaching out, even indirectly, carries symbolic weight. It suggests that relationships, even those strained by time and circumstance, can still hold value. It also reinforces the idea that support does not require proximity. One can care about someone's well-being even from a distance. In many ways, Barkley's message transcends the specifics of his relationship with Woods. It speaks to a broader principle about how society responds to individuals facing difficulties. His call for empathy challenges the tendency to sensationalize or trivialize serious issues, particularly when they involve public figures. As the conversation around Woods continues to evolve, Barkley's perspective offers a refreshing counterpoint. It reminds fans and observers that behind the headlines and controversies is a person navigating complex challenges. It also highlights the importance of maintaining humanity in discussions that can often become overly focused on judgment. For Woods, the road ahead remains uncertain. His ability to return to competitive golf at the highest level is still in question, and his personal challenges will likely require ongoing attention and support. Yet, messages like Barkley's serve as a reminder that he is not alone, that there are people who, despite past differences, continue to care about his well-being. Ultimately, Barkley's words capture the essence of what it means to offer genuine support. They are not about rewriting history or ignoring past grievances but about choosing compassion in the present. In doing so, he has not only addressed his former friend but also set an example for how others might approach similar situations. In a world where public figures are often defined by their lowest moments, Barkley's message stands out as a call for understanding. It underscores the idea that respect and empathy can endure even when relationships change. And perhaps most importantly, it reinforces the notion that, no matter how far apart people may drift, the door to support and goodwill does not have to close.